The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's the give off the left side. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gets it out fast. Turning it on. And they'll... the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Hokies are in the hurry up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking down the middle. Got his man. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 13. The Hokies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll try the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quick completion to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. And with that first touchdown, the old Hokie Stones are trembling in this great stadium.
Yeah, and such great fans. And Lane Stadium early in the game has a reason to be rocking. They get on the scoreboard first. Everybody going bananas.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. So the Oregon Ducks offense has its first opportunity of the day. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend it.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Brings him to the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The inside handoff. On the ball at the 30. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going for 6. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job.
There he goes! They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. They want to run this quarterback. A decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They get the score and maybe a little extra time with the trainers in recovery after the game as a result of that hit.
He's going to be taking an ice bath after this game. This is a physical defense, and this quarterback knew coming into this game he was going to have to make plays like that. He knew he was going to get hit. He knew he was going to get punished, but you're just seeing so much maturity. So impressive watching this quarterback play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. On the move. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it on the counter. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. On the double. Second down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Hokies are on the move. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Leaves it with the back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Lester. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
With the catch, it's Roll. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take him back.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing it. Those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Trying to pound it in. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, rookie. Extra point here will tie the game. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. You've got opportunities. You got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they need.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care of the ball. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick completion on the out route. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Good, solid pickup there now. They can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Ducks are marching down the field. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing it accurately. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Can't get him to the ground.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration. So my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He's into the open down the middle. The 40. He's at the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play there inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think we keep running the football and stay physical.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The snap sets up the throw. Sets up the screen. And we are running into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish the first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Running to Green. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Under fire. Got a little space. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on first down from the 30. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Turns it loose. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertical.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Give to the back. Hard run Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's rolled. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
That is, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you've got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Hokies moving quickly to the line. On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
Might as well give it to him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. It'll be 3rd and long. Run the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll test the right side. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Parker. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is... This offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Ducks line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And this punt will be down just inside the 30-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attacking.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Working that left side now. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on! And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance of substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll run the screen. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. This is now a 7-point game. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done yet.
Back to pass on second down. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Looking to throw on first down. That's Carter. It's Carter. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get concerned. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They've got the screen set up. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles. He's
tight end trying to get in. Touchdown Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
They'll start this drive going to the air. He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch on the left. Touchdown! And they add 6 more minutes to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. There's being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and Dave, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Wants to fire on second down. Fakes the grab on the left. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
Pass interference, offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Offense gets set for second down. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's cut. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? Looking downfield on first down. Finds his target down the middle.
And it was the defense that got this started, right? They were the ones who got the stop, forced the punt, gave it back to the offense, who now just picked up a nice completion. You win as a team, but give the defense credit for getting this thing going.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. The defense coming out to protect the lead, but this offense still has plenty of time. Likely their final drive. They'll run play action. Pumps it downfield. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They got it down to the 21. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. whistle down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
He wants it all. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime, or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your... If you ask to throw it here, to find an open player, give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed over the middle. It's blown. They'll hurry to the line here and try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's blown. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They're in position to win it with a field goal. They got to spike it and stop the clock. Rides the back on the option, the give. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you see them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the try is no good. And the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. First play of the drive wants to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0.
feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth, so of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. The gift to the fullback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, baby.
Yeah, remember the rule change a couple of years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout the